This is Social Talk with Ebonyi People Tv, and today we are going to be discussing very important topic, gender equality. I am Jennifer. With me here are two very important guests. May we meet you, sir?
Jennifer, my name is Shedrack, and I am a content creator and an online entrepreneur. Nice having you.
You're welcome, Mr. Shedrack. May we meet you, ma'am?
Thank you, Jennifer. My name is Comrade Nwaimo Chioma Immaculate. I'm a digital creator and also a feminist.
Then let's go to the business of the day. Our guests are going to be telling us what they know about gender equality, their definition of gender equality. Ma, can we hear from you?
Thank you, Jennifer, for that wonderful question. Gender equality is fundamental human rights and also equality in decision-making, politics, and sharing of resources. But in Africa today, we practice mostly inequality, which affects women a lot. And this African, or especially Nigeria, see women as subordinates of men. And also, they see women as housekeepers. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Miss Immaculate. Please, can we hear from you, Mr. Shedrack?
Well, first of all, gender equality, like she rightly pointed out, is the right to, allow women to make policies, because she felt, or rather the society felt, that the idea of policy making, property sharing, allowing women to be voted for, like in public offices, is being occupied by men. First of all, I don't buy the idea of gender equality, and I have my reasons. First of all, men and women are not the same thing. We have our different roles. There's what they call gender roles. A man has his role in the society, in the family, in fact, any strata of the society. The same thing with women. So the idea of, trying to, make the other one to, let's say, and the idea of trying to balance the, let's say, not balance them now, trying to say that women and men should be, operating the same cadre, it doesn't really make sense, because they have their rules. I feel anytime you talk about gender equality, what comes to my mind is one gender is feeling that the other gender is lording it over the other. You get, and the male gender, the female gender may feel cheated, that the male gender is lording it over them, and it shouldn't be like that. But that's not what it means. Yeah, that's not what it should be. The idea of gender equity is it allows fairness. It allows the conscience to take its precedence. If any man who doesn't feel comfortable when the woman is doing well in her career, or in any part, or in any occupation of hers, like the man is feeling threatened, that man is not worth to be a man, and I have my reasons. I have my reasons. A man shouldn't feel threatened by that.
Why?
Why you shouldn't feel threatened is we have our different gifts.
Gifts of nature or gifts of life?
Natural gifts. And women should be allowed to exercise their gifts. They should be allowed to exercise their talent. There are situations where the woman may have more leadership skill than a man, and you can't just apportion the work of leadership to the man just because he's a man, but he doesn't have the capacity or the capability to lead. You apportion it to the man because of that, just because you're trying to promote, let's say, the idea, and you're trying to, promote the idea of alpha male. People who feel that the male gender is greater than the female gender. No, it should be on the platter of, capacity. Can she do this? Can she do? Is she worth it?
That is equity.
Yes. So that's the idea.
So why don't you believe in gender equality?
Like I said, I don't believe in it. As an African man,
like I want to get this African ideology we mentioned. You mentioned something about Africans not supposed to be under women or maybe being equal with men. I want to hear it clearly from.
Okay. Now, in the African setting, or in the African setting, like I said, there's what they call gender roles. The woman has his role in the society. The man has the role of protecting and providing. In the case of wars, men are the ones that are meant to fight wars, to protect women.
How about the women that are capable of fighting?
That is those of their own opinion.
Okay.
For example, now, let's say maybe Nigeria gets invaded by a neighboring country. Let's say Nigeria gets invaded by a country like Ghana, and maybe at the point the army, is lacking soldiers to fight, the president can come and make it mandatory that any man that is less than or that is above 18 years should be enlisted into the army.
Like
A must, yes.
Like the contestant said clearly that
Good, but then the woman, but you shouldn't make it mandatory to a woman. They should join their own based on their own volition. It should be, out of their own will. Do you understand?
Okay.
So they have their roles. Men have their role to provide and to protect the country, the family. Then the women, they have their own role too, which is all steeped in nurture. Women have nurturing spirits. They have the ability to nurture. Men don't nurture. Women can nurture. They know how to build. They have that ability. The men don't have it. But women are more compassionate and more empathetic.
So I think there are some men that are actually good at nurturing people more than the women. It depends. Don't you think?
Well, for me, there are still men like that anyways. Yeah, I can't dispute the fact.
Okay.
I can't dispute the fact. Like I said, everything boils down to ability. But, in the scale of 0 to 99%, let me just say 78% of men have the tendency to protect and provide than to nurture.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Thank you so much, Mr. Shedrack. Miss Immaculate, can we hear from you? What are the significance of gender equality?
Thank you very much. There are so many significance of gender equality. Again, number one, gender equality prevents violence and discrimination against women. And also, any society that supports gender equality is safe and healthy. And also, it less crime. And also, high level of education. It promotes high level of education. And also prevents child marriage, any child marriage. And also, equality among both genders. And also, it allows women to participate in policy making. And this because women are fair. They are fair in decision making.
Okay.
And also leadership abilities. It allows women to participate in politics. Because when women participate in politics, they are human. Do you understand? And they are honest. So gender equality helps women to exercise their rights. Thank you very much.
So why do you think that gender equality is going to make women be on the top or something?
Yeah, most women participate in politics, but the law has not been passed, especially in governance. You understand? Most times, if a woman comes out to contest for governorship, you will see people fighting against it, especially the male counterparts. They will say they will never be alive in Africa, and even in Nigeria today. They will allow a female to be the governor of the state, and even in presidents. You understand? In Nigeria today, they don't allow them. Even if I come out today to contest, I won't have up to 100 votes. Do you understand? Because they believe women cannot govern or rule them.
Wait, what you're trying to say is women are not allowed to participate in governance. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. What I'm saying is that the injustice is high.
How?
Because number one,
How?
men feel superior over women. They feel women are meant to be in the bedroom, and that's what they feel.
Wait. Let me ask you. Sorry. Then let's get the facts straight. What you are saying now, it shows that it's more or less like we are acting on assumption. Do you understand? Can you give me, a scenario where this has played out in the past? I want to understand in this Nigeria. No.
Even in Nigeria, there has never been a female president.
Have they been contesting?
Yes.
Give me one or two. And state the capacity.
The law.
We don't have
even a lawmakers. Do you understand? It's never, even in decision making, women are not allowed, do you understand, to participate.
Okay.
I think why women are not allowed to participate is because of capacity or capability, something like that.
Weaker vessels.
No, you got it wrong. Oh, look at women like Okonjo-Iweala or Alice Madueke. These are powerful women. They have the capacity. Someone like Okonjo, yeah. Look at and let me tell you something. As far as Nigeria is concerned, Nigeria has never produced any minister of finance that is as powerful as Okonjo-Iweala. Quote me anywhere, and she's recognized globally.
It's on appointment.
On appointment.
there's a difference between governor and president. Okay, do you understand? Because now in Nigeria today, let me just even come to the academic sector. One, there was once a Miss Cynthia that contested in my faculty. The male counterpart were like, they can never produce a female faculty president. I asked them why. They say that a woman cannot handle the post. That position is meant for men. Even in Nigeria today.
Was there any particular reason, or because the position
was the best candidate for the position?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, why is it that she didn't get?
She contested and failed because
because of the bias already there.
Yes, the male counterpart always feel they are superior over us. And I think you should allow us to participate in even in politics.
That's why I'm talking about equity and fairness here. You know, that's what a man shouldn't feel threatened by a woman's position or by a woman's capacity. Do you understand? A man shouldn't feel threatened. Men shouldn't even run away from competition. Besides, we're not competing. You know, this idea of gender equality brings this what I call gender war. You know, between the both of us. Yes, that is what is happening.
We are not fighting.
No, it shows that we are fighting. People are working. Okay, look at this movement, this feminism movement now that is, swooping across the world.
It's advocacy. We are not fighting.
In advocacy.
We are only asking for our rights.
Is gender equality possible in Nigeria? That's my question for both of you.
Yes, it's possible.
With your reasons, I want to get your reasons.
Yeah, in Africa.
Okay.
Despite the fight against gender inequality, I'm coming to that question. Women are still suffering. In Nigeria, we are still suffering from the male folks. You understand? But the reason I said it's possible for gender equality to be participated in Nigeria is if there is a law set to make women thrive in Nigeria. The lawmakers should set authority that will favor women.
How do you mean?
If they're able to do it, women will thrive in Nigeria.
So what's telling me that there is no legislation, like there are no women
that favors women?
No, there are,
because we are not partaking in decision making. They are not allowing us to participate in decision making.
And you are saying because a woman or where?
No, not because I'm a woman. I am not a feminist, and I am not here as a feminist as well. Yes, I am on the both sides. So you have to also give me reason. Will gender equality thrive in Nigeria?
Gender equality can never thrive in Nigeria, Jennifer. And I have my reasons.
Okay. And let me.
Yes, first of all, we are in an African society. Africa is a continent and Nigeria is a country we need.
Okay.
Do you understand? Nigeria, see, Africa is built on the framework of patriarchy. They call it patriarchy, but I don't see it as patriarchy. They call it patriarchy. Like I said, women have their roles in the society, same as men. So now, talking about the idea of gender equality thriving here, it's not going to be possible. By the way, religion is even the stuff that is fanning the embers of gender equality. Yes.
Oh, what's that spelling?
Good. If you go to the Holy Quran or to the Quran, don't even prioritize women that much. Do you understand? If you go to the Bible, the same thing is happening. If you read the Old Testament, well, the Torah, you will see it's clearly spelled out that so far as this society, this Bible being considered like this religion called Christian, there's not men are the world. Okay, why is it that you people are not even fighting so that we start having female Catholic priests or female Catholic priest?
Because it has been written, and it's also written by men.
No, because in the Catholic Church they already stated it.
It has already written, yes.
So you cannot say because they have feminists and the
rest. And there should also be amendment to the law. Once there is amendment to the law, I think there will be female priests.
The main thing is this. All this idea of gender equality, if you start studying it, you see that it is a Western construct, like it is brought to us by the West. It is brought to us by the West. It is un-African. The typical African society believes in equity of gender.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
A man has his role, a woman has his role, and that's the way it should be. And this has been the order of things. And since your study of African history, let's say pre-independence, I'm not talking about Nigeria, I mean the whole of Africa in general. Have you been hearing that there is a sort of instability stemming from, gender inequality or gender short? That's what I'm saying. Like, have you been hearing that there's problem in the society as a result of that?
And there has never been a problem.
Good.
But because of
That's why I said gender equality is up, but it's not going to be possible.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shedrack.
in that is modern time. That is the ancient days. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The African communities, we are not white. They are still upward.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Shedrack.
I suppose people are for this thing when you talk now.
No, you can actually contribute if you still have something to
See,
say.
you said you were in the modern world, and you said they were backward. But that is actually untrue. You know, there's what they call culture. Culture is, whether we like it or what makes us Africans is our culture. I hope you are aware.
Okay.
What is culture? A people's way of life.
And it's affecting us.
How?
It's affecting the female.
Oh,
How is it affecting?
We should
I
keep
want to
depending on
understand.
culture and believing we are your subordinates.
Wait, how is it so? I want to understand. You know, this issue of gender inequality, this guy, like the thing is, even on social media, this has
you
been.
believe the better for
How?
this world will be better and safe, even healthier.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shedrack.
Okay, has there been any society where gender equality and feminism thrived? Or is thriving? From our school,
If Western world,
Western world,
there
example.
is equity
Example.
in America. Let's just say Western world. in general.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Shedrack, why do men get paid more than female folks?
Where is that happening? Is it happening in this school?
It is happening everywhere. If you enter an organization, you get to see that the pay,
that is serious.
because you are a man, they will pay you actually higher than the female. It is happening everywhere. So
It is bad. It is bad. That is not what gender equity that I believe in entails. In fact, in Africa, to get, like I said, you remember what I said in the very ab initio. I stated point blank that we have our individual talents. There are women that are more intelligent than men. If I'm given any role, or rather, if any position is being put up for grab, the person that has the right qualification should be the one to take it without, looking at the person's gender or those gender bias and all. It shouldn't exist. Do you understand? So for me, the idea of men being paid more than women, because of gender, doesn't really. I don't subscribe to that. It doesn't really make sense to me. That's if it exists, because I'm here to. I'll still research on that anyways.
thank you so much. Miss Immaculate, is it right to share bills with your partner?
Presently, until gender inequality is being wiped out the country or the nation, women will never share equal rights with men.
Like, is it that women will not accept to share equal rights with men, or that it is already dead and they shouldn't share equal rights?
When you talk about this equal right, I'll just laugh. Wait, do you know that equal rights entails equal responsibilities?
Yes, if it's being practiced, till it's being practiced, then that's why we will share. Do you understand?
Okay, for now you're not ready to share.
Yes, we are not ready because you don't allow us to
Well,
decide.
this is actually funny because you're promoting feminism, like women should be given equal rights, and then you're saying you cannot share the views.
And we have not been given equal rights. We are
you can
advocating for it.
But I think you can actually start sharing the rights, even
Yes.
If I receive 50,000
Yes.
salary
Yes.
and my husband receives 100,000, how do you expect us to share?
Okay, what if you receive 100,000 and me, the husband, receive 50,000? Let's look at it from that dimension.
That we will share our rights.
Oh, you.
So you agree to share bills?
Yes.
Mr. Shedrack, like how does
Wait, not someone like me, because I will share bills and I have my reasons.
No, why won't you share bills with him?
Because as a proud African man, it is not obtainable. If my wife make it the earn 1 million.
Even if you are not even
I
working.
swear, if she likes, make sure they earn 1 million and they earn something like 300K. I swear, you will share bills in that house. I'll be the one to provide.
Even when you are earning nothing, little or nothing.
Yes.
How do you meet up?
There's no how. The man that is not doing something is an irresponsible.
But this is actually crazy. What if you have a spouse that is ready to support you and willing to share or cater for the family?
Listen, as a proud African man that I am, I won't allow it to happen. The question is, am I working? Am I doing something that is fetching me some cash? If I'm doing something that is fetching that's not.
What if you're not doing anything that is fetching you cash?
Then it shows that I failed as a man. I'm irresponsible. and the woman should have the right to tag me. And the society should be ready to judge me like that.
He's not like that. He's not one.
No, that's what it means.
Most time there are situations
Uh-huh.
that leads you being unemployed. You understand?
So that means
In that situation, the woman should support.
The main thing, okay, if the woman can support, because the problem I have with women is this. I will always state it. When the woman is feeding you, the whole world is going to hear it.
I'm not like that.
You're not like that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the folks you have out there.
assumption or
It's only 20% of women that will
Say 20%.
No.
Have you done the statistics?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Like, Mr. Shedrack, can you involve yourself in a sport activity with the opposite, like with your spouse or the opposite sex?
No.
Why?
No. Well,
Like a competition kind.
that's what I'm saying. There's nothing like, that's why I hate gender equality. Do you understand? When you talk about equality, you're talking, see, let me tell you, whether we like it or not, the world is a joke. We men, we are competing among ourselves. Do you understand? We compete for economic resources, political power. Do you understand? We compete for relevance in the society. Now, the question is, if the woman should come into the competition, it shows that I'm now competing with the woman now. You don't get it?
No, we're not born out the same.
Top your bum.
No, I understand the fact, but I really want you to tell me more, like the reasons why you cannot go to the field or like say anything about compete with a woman, even when she's capable and she should be in that position to compete.
She's capable, like in a sports.
Yeah, and let me say,
Is she trained for it?
if
She's a trained footballer and she has the stamina, the almost same level of stamina
What about
and
boxing?
agility and coordination. You. Have you watched WWE where a man?
no, I'm asking you, can you involve in boxing with a lady? You know,
I can't.
some.
I can't.
Oh, because they are wearing the white.
No, that's not going to happen.
No, but
There are situations where that is possible. Do you understand? There are women that are actually stronger than men.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah, there are.
Like those cases of domestic violence that women had to finish their husbands and the rest of them.
All these things, see this is what have you asked to say what is causing this? It's caused by gender equality. Yes.
No, we don't have
That one that's personal.
we don't even have to go to that.
That one is
Like,
personal.
How? Wait, I want to hear from her. How?
Women that engage in not respecting their husband. You see, in gender equality, we don't advocate for disrespecting your partner. Even women and men should respect themselves because there is dignity. You have to protect the persons and also respect your partner.
You see, that's what I'm saying, that this idea of gender equality and feminism cannot champion this cause. Do you understand? I feel that a man's role in the family is to protect. Do you know that a man should be ready to die for his wife?
And the woman should also be ready to die for the husband.
oh wow, this is actually getting crazy and getting
Yes. If you don't die for each other, why are you married? Why are you family?
She shouldn't die for me.
No.
She shouldn't die.
What is your day for
Listen, I should die in protecting her. Yes, I should die in protecting her. Okay, there's this stuff that's been trending on Twitter. I don't know any of the platforms. That a woman should take permission before.
Okay.
When that stuff.
Before going to the father's house for a master.
Yes, you need to take permission.
I'm not disputing that. And a man should also take permission from the wife before traveling or going to the family.
That is a typical example of what we are talking about.
That's respect. Respecting.
No, we are on the same table now.
So, Miss Immaculate, you believe men and women should be treated equal. Like, can you involve in a sports activity with the opposite sex, like with a man? Like something like boxing?
Yes.
Oh, because,
Yes, with reasons.
okay.
If I'm trained, and do you understand? And if I have passion for it. Because this sports of a thing, boxing of a thing is passion. Do you understand? If I have passion to participate in boxing competition with him, I'll be trained. I'll go for training.
No, but like we are supporting feminism.
Yes.
I think it is a general assumption that once everybody is equal, they should be given also equal rights to go into the field, go into the pitch, and then do the needful.
Yes, I believe in what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Wow.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. And It's not all men
Sorry to cut you short.
participate in sports activities. Do you understand? It's individual difference. Like in that panel beating, I have a friend, Belle Defisa. She's a panel beater.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Wow. So
It's her passion.
Wow.
Do you understand?
She was really
Yes.
does.
wow, really?
Yes.
Can you work in a sewage system? In a sewage system?
Yes.
Last time I checked, I've never seen women that. In fact, those women.
That's why
they
it's
can't do that.
passion. It's passion. Like
Wait. Okay, you want to tell me that it's a woman's passion to be a garbage collector? Then how come we are building machines for that? Like machine that will be doing that on our own? Because I know there are so many men.
which is innovation.
That's what I'm saying.
Understand?
Yeah,
It's division of labor. Do you understand? You're trying to like save strengths. Are you getting me? And again, all this field are passion. If you don't have passion, like me, I don't have passion to participate in sport. Though I go for gym. Do you understand? And I don't have passion to be a banner. I only have passion to be a medical lab scientist.
In as much as
Chioma, there's a question I asked you.
Okay.
Do you know that equal rights entails equal responsibility? I have to answer that question. I hope you are aware.
Yes.
Are you aware? Now I'm asking you, can a woman agree to be a garbage collector? Can a woman agree to work in a Can a woman agree to be a bricklayer?
That is what.
Do you know how tedious those jobs are?
That is what I'm saying. Do you understand? That I have a friend, Belle Defisa. Do you understand? She is a panel beater.
How many? Aside that your friend.
Yes.
Had there other? Because I know.
Female mechanics.
Calm down. I know there are many. Because those jobs, those odd jobs, they are being done by men. You can't tell me they are doing it out of passion. It cannot be out of passion.
Okay, now. Even bricklayers. Are you getting? Even bricklayers. Here in Ebonyi State, there are so many women that participate in construction.
For that aspect, I don't
Yes.
think either of the genders are doing it out of passion.
Yes.
It should be real life children.
No,
Like,
most
that-
of
That is what I'm
them.
trying
No,
to say.
not
Exactly the question.
because optional.
See the thing there.
It's
The
not
man-
optional.
You see, men
It's
are
not always about the passion.
It's optional. It's optional. You decide before you do it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Do you understand? That life treats me bad doesn't mean I must be a bricklayer. I can decide to sell pure water. Do you understand? I can decide to open up a kiosk.
What if you
business.
don't have money to open up a kiosk? I think
Then I will learn how to fix lashes.
it is majorly.
I also learn to.
Yes, because a situation where you don't
I
have
disagree
anything,
with
there
that.
is no other thing to do.
I
You
disagree
can
with
actually
that.
join.
You mustn't be. There are so many occupations that will fetch you money.
What if that's the only option for you? Like,
If it's only option, let's go.
Including being a sewage collector.
Yes, you will do
Yeah,
it.
bullshit.
Yes.
including today.
Yes, you would do it. If that's the only option you have in life, you would do it.
That's what I'm saying. That is men are the ones that end up
Do you do it?
professions.
Do you do it?
I don't do it now. I don't
You
do
don't
it.
want to do it.
No, there is an opportunity for me.
That's the same thing I'm saying.
Listen, there is an opportunity for me. I was trained. I was opportune. My parents were able to afford basic education for me.
You're going contrary to your list too.
No, I'm not going contract.
You see,
What I'm trying to say is
if I can,
women.
I think
No. See, you know, women can actually, for her, I think what she's trying to say is that women can actually do any kind of work that
Yes.
they want to do, provided there is a passion in it.
Yes.
Like it is more or less passion.
And if life treats them bad and that's the only option, they will do it.
Thank you.
We have the strength and we are productive than men.
Okay. Thank you.
Than men.
Yes.
Productive than
We are
men.
productive, innovative we are.
What have you
Even our decision.
Let me ask you, all the inventions, all the technologies now, listen, from the industrial age
Okay.
to the electronic age,
Okay.
to the age of the internet, who pioneered all those
Do you believe in gifts from God?
gifts from God?
Yes.
Whether I believe in gifts from
Yes. Those are gifts. You must not be like in the church. You must not be an evangelist.
If you had
God. Do you know
If you're actually asking who is the innovative everything,
Yes.
there are still some women that actually see well.
Yes.
Like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala,
No, she's
Chioma,
talking about technology.
Listen,
even in the technology,
Yes, but even as at that,
Jennifer.
not all men that invented such. It's
Jennifer,
gifts.
see, the main thing is that it was done by men. That is the most
Because
important.
God gifted them to do it.
God
has not gifted any woman to invent such. If God,
He just said we are more productive, that women are more
no.
more innovative than
Is
men.
it all men that are productive that invented such?
Well, okay, the method is
It's even just 0% out of all men that did it.
there. Which people now belt on all those laws?
Then that means it's not your
Calm down.
right.
See, calm down. When you see this, in fact, this Bible, it was invented by one person. Now, at the point this pen became mass produced. Okay. Now, the processes of mass producing this pen and making it to, to get to more people, were that done by women, by more men or by more women?
There are female merchandise.
There are
So many female merchandise and marketers.
Okay.
It could be produced by a man, but we market it.
That's what I'm trying to say, that in the grand scheme of things, was it done by more men or by more women? I'm asking you.
Because that's still what I'm advocating. Because they never allow women to participate in so, because they believe women cannot work in this firm. This firm is only meant for men, and they still talk and women cannot. Even in the industries today, they don't have, if you apply for a job, the job there is for men.
Chioma, see, do you know where I have problem with your ideology?
Okay.
Where I have problem with this feminism thing is this. Listen, in the Western society where this thing is practiced, we put out this other system or this patriarchy system in Africa to preserve the sanctity of the family, of marriages, to build a sane and a stable society. And it was working in Africa. But now let's go to the Western world. Take the US for example. Have you asked yourself the reason why there are so much divorce rates in the US?
And why?
It's because of feminism. It is because of radical feminism, gender equality.
There's already
I disagree.
There's already
I disagree with that.
Let me prove that.
I disagree with
Chill, let me prove that to you. In the US, all this gender equality and feminism started just in the 21st century. In the 20th century, where a group of college students, mostly girls, felt that they are being marginalized. So they felt, they felt, this is a feeling. And sometimes...
Oh, you are saying gender equality is a feeling or something?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I said they felt that they are being marginalized. Then
we are not stupid. We cannot make a baseless point. Do you understand? It's because of how we feel. What is being done to us?
What I'm trying to tell you is this, Ede.
Okay.
What is causing one of the things that is causing the standard? One of the things that is causing the fall in the standard in the family system, as far as the Western world is concerned, is gender equality, feminism.
Okay.
Okay. In as much as I don't practice.
Thank you. Viewers at home, you're ready to see how heated the argument have gotten, and we are going to call it a day before one or two subs. So, before we want to hear your own suggestion, want to hear your own opinion in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and above all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next episode.